Welcome back to Couple Movie Watchers with Anna and
Ryan is back.
Yay!
She put me in a closet
What?
to do her jackass and friends, but it's all good.
So we're gonna talk about this upcoming movie,
Suicide Squad.
The Suicide Squad.
We're gonna give you our prediction on how much money we think it's gonna make this upcoming weekend. You don't want to miss today's video, so
Stay tuned.
And we're back, y'all. So let's talk about the Suicide Squad. So before we get into our prediction, Anna, just for context, the original Suicide Squad that came out a long time ago in a far away land, that movie opened up to 133 million worldwide. So that's like the original Suicide Squad movie. So it opened up huge. This is with no pandemic, and it had Will Smith in it, right? Mm-hmm. And the director is James Gunn, and he's known for Guardians of the Galaxy, which opened up to close to $100 million in the U.S. Actually, this is both U.S. domestic box office, North American box office. So, Anna, what did you like the original Suicide Squad? I could tell and look at your face you didn't.
I don't like it. Joker killed it for me.
Well, you know what's funny? Yeah. I don't really have a problem with the Joker. I think the movie was...
and the girl, the boss lady, the one that was telling them, she was trying too hard. Like, she felt like she was trying to be like Samuel Jackson for the Avengers, and I just felt like she was. I wasn't feeling her.
Oh, okay, but interesting. She's she is the Avengers of the DC universe. But what I can say is this movie has some high hopes. Well, do this preview looks better than the original to you? Are you interested in seeing a new Suicide Squad? Do you care?
Not really.
Oh, interesting. I should have went. I actually got invited to a screening of that movie this past week, but I didn't want to go with this new variant popping up all over the place, and the movie theater was going to be packed, and I just didn't want to deal with that, so I didn't go. Right. But actually, there was like a lot of people there. I heard James Gunn was there at the screening. John Capia, he was actually at the same screening I was going to go to. You know John Capia, right? He's our competitors that we listen to from time to time. At least I listen to him from time to time because he walked out the theater and I was like, oh, that's the theater I was going to go to. So, so he was there. He loved the movie from what I can tell. But yeah, to me, the movie looks interesting. It looks fun. I think what it is missing is, if you look at the original Suicide Squad, it had Will Smith. Mm-hmm. It had even though Will Smith doesn't get credit for that movie, you had Will Smith, who was still... his star power is still strong. It had Batman in there briefly, but they showed him in the previews, in the Joker. So they had like a lot of strong, not only actors, but they also had like a lot of strong DC characters. This one here, the new Suicide Squad, they have some interesting actors, but they're not, I wouldn't call them
known.
They have some decent like CB actors. I don't think any of them was like the A-list like a Will Smith. Mm-hmm. And I don't think any of the characters in this movie is like the Batman or the Joker. If anything, as you can see, when Harley Quinn came out with her own movie, it didn't do too well. Mm-hmm. But they do have a strong director in James Gunn, and it'll be interesting to see how it does. I don't think John Cena is a known commodity like that. And they have Idris Elba. I always get his name wrong. He played in a lot of movies, which suck because I can't think of any right now.
What about you said his name is James
Gunn?
Gunn?
He's the director of...
he did the first one or the second one, or he did both?
He directed both Guardians of the Galaxy. So he's a good director. I didn't think... When I seen Guardians of the Galaxy preview, I was like, I'm never going to watch that movie. It didn't look good to me. But it opened up big, and then when I seen it, I was like, oh, I get it now. Because at the end of the day, as a comic book fan, I didn't read the Guardians of the Galaxy comic books. It wasn't... They weren't a group that I really cared for until he made that movie. If he never made that movie, I never would have read the comic books or cared about any of those characters. I still don't read the comic books, but the movie is really good.
The second one was okay. Like, the story wasn't there for me for the Guardians of the Galaxy. The visuals and everything, like the way it was, designed, it was good, but the story wasn't there for me. Like, I don't know. It was weird.
I get you. I thought it was decent. I think he's still a good director, so we'll see. He's going back and doing Guardians of the Galaxy 3. He has a certain sensibility when it comes to movies like this, so I'm interested to see how it is. My buddy who ended up actually going to the screening, he went in there with high hopes, and he said he left disappointed.
Yeah, see?
But I think what happens a lot of times with movies like this is when they start getting these huge like positive reviews, you go in there with like huge expectations. So when you see it, you ended up feeling like let down.
Yeah, and then when you don't have high expectations, you ended up liking the movie.
Yeah, like Terminator Genesis.
Yeah, and also like the Godzilla versus Kong.
I went in there with high hopes.
You went in there with high hopes?
And I thought it was good still, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't have high hopes already.
Well, I would say I went in there with decent hope.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a good movie, and it was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like how they did King Kong versus Godzilla. So let's get into prediction. Keep in mind, this is an HBO Max movie as well.
Mm-hmm. So it's going to be streaming?
At the same time.
Mm.
Day and date. So you can either risk your life with the new variant, depending on where
you're with the variant.
That's
why he wasn't here last time, because he's scared. That's kidding.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
He extra protective.
Yeah, or you could just watch it at home. We don't have HBO Max right now, but I do plan on ordering it again, possibly. And there's just too many streaming services we paying all at once. So we need you guys to subscribe, like the channel before we get monetized, so we can start watching more stuff. But I was gonna say, yeah, I think it's gonna be an interesting
So what
movie.
do you think? What are the numbers? That's what
I'm
people want to know. People want to know what the numbers are.
This is gonna be a hard one because the HBO Max movies haven't really cracked over like 50 million. And I don't really feel the buzz for this movie. I think this movie does, I'm going to say 45 million. I think it's going to be the biggest movie to date. Nah. Actually, I'm going to go with 30 million. 30 million for Suicide Squad.
Why switch the numbers?
Because at the end of the day, I don't think the general public cares about Suicide Squad. I think it's...
Especially because they don't have somebody famous, right?
That too, but they have some known people, but I don't feel the buzz for this movie like I did for some of the other films. Like you said, you don't care for it. I don't feel the buzz. I don't feel like anybody's looking out for this movie. I think the diehard fans are gonna go, and I think 30 million is gonna be solid. The rest are gonna just watch it on streaming. Yeah, because I was dead wrong about that G.I. Joe Snake Eyes. I thought that was gonna be way better. But I heard the movie sucked though.
Yeah.
So if this movie's good, it'll have like long legs. But for now, I'll give this movie 30 mil. But if it does more than that, I'll be happy. I'll be glad if it can hit 50. But I see $30 million opening week around.
And the hater will say 25 million.
Those numbers are in the books. Let us know what you guys' predictions are in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And we can give you guys more video content like this. Any final words? Comment
down below and see if you hit the number. We want to see what you guys think or what you guys feel.
Yeah, let us know your predictions. Let us know your predictions. Until next time, everybody. Peace.
Peace.